Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another live broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Mike Prince is with you live from Waller Gymnasium as the waller-bulldogs will be playing host to Magnolia West Mustangs. Bulldogs coming in with a record of 2-8 in district play as Magnolia West come in with a 3-6 record at district play. And believe it or not, the Bulldogs still have an outside chance of getting into the playoffs. So with the tip being controlled and it's knocked out of bounds, it will be the Bulldogs' possession as that ball was knocked out of bounds, and it will be for the Bulldogs to take in. For the Bulldogs starting, you have Logan Navajo, number 1, number 3, Corbin Vines, number 15, Andy McClue, number 21, Jonathan Dorset Morris, and Charlie Hill, number 22. Bulldogs in their white uniforms, going from left to right. McGrew gets it on the left wing, gets it out to Corbin Vine. The jumper by Charlie Hill is good for 3, and the Bulldogs get their first score tonight, leading 3-0 with 7:35. Coming back now, starting for Magnolia West will be number 1, DJ Wilkerson, number 5, Cameron Carter, number 15, Chris Lynn, as swinging it off back over to Wilkerson. Wilkerson over into the far corner. We'll give the starters here in just a second. Working it out over in the corner. The shot is good for 3 by Chris Lynn, and we're all tied. We had Chris Lynn, number 15, number 22, Colin Just, and number 33, Ryan Lynch. Bulldogs now working it. McGrew stops, jump. It's too strong. Rebound picked up by Magnolia West, and they'll bring it back up top. Coming across the timeline is Wilkerson. Wilkerson swings it back over. The jumper inside the 3 is no good. That attempt was by Just. And here comes Navajo getting it across. Going. The jumper from Charlie Hill from the top of the key. Hits the front of the key. No good. Rebound picked up by Magnolia West. We're all tied at 3. As getting it over to Wilkerson on the left wing. Wilkerson bounces it up top. Gets it over to Carter. Carter back to Wilkerson, working it down low to Just. Just turns, kicks it back out to Wilkerson, shoots a 3. It's no good. The rebound is taken by Charlie Hill, and here come the Bulldogs. He swings it over Navajo with the shot, and in and out. Rebound picked up by Just. 6 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in quarter number 1, and we're still tied at 3. Wilkerson gets it across the timeline. Swinging it back over. Now down to Just in the post. Just being guarded by Morris. He swings it back up top. Swings it out to Wilkerson. Wilkerson gets it back over to Carter. Carter kicks it out. Wilkerson shoots a 3. It's no good. The rebound in position, getting the basket, was number 33. And 33 being Ryan Lynch. 5-3 is a score. There's a jumper by McGrew. Is no good. Rebound is going to be, they call a foul on Navajo. As Kelsey will come in and Navajo will come out. 5:16 remaining in the first period. Magnolia West on top 5-3. So now they're getting some things adjusted here at the scores table. Miss Julie in control. And we're back to action. Swing it over to Wilkerson. Wilkerson into the paint. Gets it back outside. Bounces to Carter. Carter down to Just. Just working the post. Kicks it out to Wilkerson. Wilkerson gets it to Lynch. Lynch jumper. No good. The rebound picked up. And Lynch gets the basket. Ryan Lynch with the scrap basket makes it 7-3. Magnolia West on top. Corbin Vine now gets it across. Bounce it down to Morris down in the paint. Morris, good footwork, gets it to Kelsey at the paint. Looks, kicks it back outside to Navajo. Navajo stops. That was Andy McGrew with the basket. So McGrew gets his first points of the night. It's 7-5. Magnolia West on top. Coming, working, back up top to Wilkerson. Wilkerson looks, bounces it over to Carter. Carter shoots a three. That's off. The rebound picked up by Kelsey for Waller. Gets it over to Vine. Vine gets it across the timeline. Stops, penetrates. The jumper, no good. The rebound and the basket is good by McGrew. McGrew slipping in to get the basket. Make it all tied at 7. Getting it across the timeline is Carter. Carter over to Wilkerson. Wilkerson looking back to Carter on the left wing. Bouncing down, working back to Wilkerson. Wilkerson shoots a three. It's no good. The rebound picked up by Vine. And here come the Bulldogs with 3:45 in the first period. Vine's on the right wing, pulls back out, now penetrates, flips the pass, and McGrew thought about shooting. Gets to Kelsey at the left elbow. No good. Rebound picked up by Magnolia West. Swung out as Wilkerson now slows it down as he gets instructions from Coach Mike Clifford. Gets it across the timeline. Wilkerson swings it over to Carter. Carter over to Lynch, I should say. Lynch shoots the jumper, and it's a three-pointer. Chris Lynch with the three-pointer makes it 10-7 Magnolia West with 3 minutes remaining in period number 1. Vines on the right wing, swings it over to McGrew, gets it over to Charlie Hill. Hill penetrates the teardrop shot, no good. Morris gets the rebound, penetrates, kicks it out to McGrew. McGrew's three-pointer, no good. The rebound saved by Morris. So now coming in for the Bulldogs will be Xavier Louis, William Wagner, and Phillip Prince. McGrew, Hill, and Vine will come out with 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in period number 1. The inbound on the way. Wagner looking. Swings it back up top to Prince. Prince gets it at the top of the key. Setting it up. Prince penetrates, gets it over to Wagner on the right wing. Wagner, tried to get that to Louis, and there was going to be a blocking foul. Oh, wow. They call that foul on Xavier Louis? No way. He was going for the pass. Wow. Wow. 10-7 is a score. A questionable call as Louis knocks that one out of bounds. 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. Some things never cease to amaze me. Back to action. Coming over. Working at the high post. Swings it over. The three-point attempt is no good. As going up for that one was Faulkner. Out of bounds, and it will be Waller's ball. Ray Simon will now come in to give Jonathan Morris a breather. 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in period number 1. Coming across, Prince bringing it across the timeline. Gets it, swings it over to Louis. Louis over to Ray Simon. Simon gets it back out to Wagner. Wagner penetrates, tried to swing that one over to Prince, and there's a turnover. And here comes the transition basket, and it's good. The basket was good by Colin Just. The foul will be assessed against Ray Simon. Eric Wright will now come in. 1:50 now remaining in period number 1. At the line will be Colin Just. As Just will go for the first time tonight from the line from either team. The shot is good. And Just will be relieved by number 34, David Jacobs. 1:50 remaining, 6-point deficit for the Bulldogs. Prince gets the ball, bringing it across the timeline. Gets it, being guarded now, swings it over to Simon. Simon gets it back to Eric Wright. Eric is going to be called for the travel. Second turnover for the Bulldogs. 1 minute and 37 seconds remaining in period number 1. Bulldogs trailing 13-7. Coming across the timeline now will be Wilkerson. Wilkerson being guarded by Prince. The cut, swing it back up at the free throw. The shot is no good by Berry. The rebound picked up by Magnolia West. Prince with the steal, 2-on-1. Prince gets the pass over to Louis, and the basket is good. Prince with the steal and the assist. Louis gets his first field goal. 13-9 is the score. Foul called against Prince. First foul. Inbound now coming in as Joyce or Just will come back in for Magnolia West. Malik Banks are waiting to come in. Bringing it across the timeline is Lynch. Lynch tried to get that pass in. It was knocked away out by Xavier Louis. Prince will be relieved by Banks. 56 seconds remaining in period number 1. The inbound pass is back in time to Berry. Berry gets it up to Faulkner. Faulkner at the top of the key. Swings it over to Wilkerson. Wilkerson being guarded by Banks. The long pass to Just off the glass for the basket. That's 5 points for Just. 15-9 is the score. 35 seconds remaining in period number 1. 27 seconds. Banks going over. Gets it to Wright. Wright gets it to Louis. Louis to Simon. Back to Banks. Banks up top to Wright. Wright swings it over to Louis. 15 seconds now remaining before the first period's over. Banks looking and bouncing it over to Louis. Louis penetrates off the glass. No good. Rebound picked up by Magnolia West. Just with the rebound. Gets it to Wilkerson. The long jumper is no good. And at the end of one period, Magnolia West 15, Waller 9. We'll pause 60 seconds, and we'll be right back.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work. There's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control of my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million bucks. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start period number 2. Waller trailing 15-9. The inbound will be by Magnolia West. Magnolia West going from right to left. Maroon uniforms with gold letterings, numbers trimmed in white. Working that ball was tipped by Navajo. The new starting lineup is back in for Waller, the original 5. They will come back out. Looking, there's a steal by Navajo. Navajo is going to be called for the travel. Wow. First turnover and gave it right back. 7:37 now remaining before the half. Getting it across now the timeline is Carter. He swings it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson slowing it down, coming from the left wing. Now he cuts toward the middle. Toss the pass back over to Faulkner. Faulkner back to Wilkerson. Over to Faulkner in the corner. Faulkner back to Wilkerson. Bulldogs in the zone defense. Got the bounce pass. The Joyce at the left elbow. It's no good. The rebound back to Faulkner. He gives it to Just. Just tosses that ball out of bounds. And it's going to be possession for the Bulldogs. That's a turnover. 7:03 now remaining 15-9 is the score. Waller trailing Magnolia West. Vine gets it over in the corner to Navajo. Navajo had that ball taken right out of his hands by Just. Not Just, but Morris had it taken out of his hands after the bounce pass to Morris. Wilkinson, I should say, gets the ball back and forth to he and Faulkner. Faulkner back to Wilkinson. Wilkinson looking, trying to work is Lynch. Swings it back the long pass to Faulkner. The three-point attempt is no good. The rebound by Vine. Vine bringing it across the timeline for Waller. Gets it over to Morris. Morris couldn't handle the pass. Turnover number 5 for Waller. 6 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. Bulldogs trailing 15-9. Wilkinson gets it over to Faulkner. Faulkner had that ball kicked out of bounds by Morris. Tried to bounce that in. Will Wagner will now come in. He'll give a breather to Mr. Logan Navajo. So coming out will be Faulkner. Faulkner will be replaced by Lynch. By Chris Lynch, that is, who has 6 points. Gets the pass down. It had a turnover shot. It was a 3-second violation, I believe, was a call to turn it over. The third turnover for Magnolia West. Vines gets it across the timeline. Gets it to Andy McGrew. McGrew gets it to Charlie Hill that's cutting, and he gets the basket off the glass. Charlie Hill with 5 points, 15-11 now is the score, with 5:35 remaining before halftime. Waller's trailing Magnolia West. Wilkinson gets it back to Carter. Carter back to Wilkinson, both at the top of the key. Swings it over to the right side to Chris Lynch. Lynch bounce pass, that got away. That's turnover number 4, and Waller can cut this deficit even more, trailing by 4. Inbound now, Vine and Hill working the backcourt. Corbin Vine gets it across over to Will Wagner on the far side of the court. Got it over to McGrew. McGrew gets it back to Vines at the top. Charlie Hill shooting for 3. Kicks it back out. McGrew with the rebound, shooting for the free throw, and gets the basket. McGrew getting the rebound. That's 6 points for McGrew. 15-13 is the score with 4:56 remaining. Bulldogs trailing 15-13. Wilkinson to Carter, or Lynch, I should say. Lynch now to Carter. Carter dribbling back, settles. 4 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the first half. Bulldogs in their 2-1-2 zone. West is kind of daring them to come out. Time steady ticking. 4:25 now remaining. So they're just steady. Popping back. 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Now Wilkinson gets the jumper, shoots the 3, no good. And the rebound picked up by Magnolia West. Swings it back to Carter. Carter doubles, goes baseline now to Just. And Just is going to be called for the travel. Turnover number 6. Number 5, I should say. 3 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the first half. Bulldogs get tied up here with this possession. McGrew going for the 3, no good. Rebound picked up by Magnolia West. Getting it across the timeline. Just gets it back over, back to Just. Just goes and gets the basket. Good ball movement for Just to get his 7th point. 17-13 is the score. 3:30 now remaining before the half. Hill gets it, looking, gets it over to McGrew. McGrew swings it back over to Wagner. Wagner at the left elbow swings it back over to Hill. Hill back up top to Vine. Vine penetrates, looks, fires. That ball was hit from behind. He gets his own shot back, and a travel is called against Corbin Vine. That's turnover number 6. 3 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. And they wonder why I don't coach. Coach Claiborne is about to have an aneurysm over here trying to get the play across. So Carter gets it across the timeline, gets it back to D.J. Wilkerson. Eric Wright ready to enter for the Bulldogs at the net stoppage. 3 minutes, now 2:56 remaining. Bulldogs trailing 17-13. A host of Bulldogs ready to come in. Louis, Kelsey, and Wright are waiting. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs are trying to trap. Carter gets it, swings it up, and that ball is overthrown. Turnover number 6. Both teams have 6 turnovers. As we got everything going here. Got an update with the girls at halftime. And we'll give you that in just a second. Back to action here. Whoa, that was a double. And a scrapping for it are the Bulldogs and the Mustangs. Pulling back up and shooting a 3 and no good by Wilkerson. The rebound is saved by Magnolia West. Coming, and there's a turnover and turned it right back over. Bounce past the Just, and he gets the basket. Just with 9 points. Both teams having trouble holding on to the ball. Both have 7 turnovers apiece. Right now in the corner, gets it back to Hill. Hill over to Wagner. Wagner back to Wright. Wright shoots it. They call it travel. Wow. Wright would have sank the 3, no doubt. But nonetheless, it's going to be turnover number 8. 19-13 is a score. 1:54 remaining before the half. Carter getting it across the timeline. Gets it over to Faulkner on the left wing. Bulldogs contend in the zone defense as Faulkner pulls out. 1 minute, 40 seconds now remaining. Swings it over. Carter now coming. 1:32 remaining. Now going back is Carter. Carter swings it over to the far corner. Lynch. Lynch down the turnaround. That was good ball movement by Ryan Lynch to get his 6 point. 21-18 is the score. Waller gets it across the timeline. Wagner on the far side. Gets it to Hill on the left wing. Hill penetrates, kicks it over to Wright. Wright shoots another 3. That was no good. Rebound. Back to Magnolia West. 1 minute now remaining. 21-13 is our score. Coming back. Penetrating. Oh, and a circus shot by Carter. Fouls called. Will Wagner will be charged with the foul. Wagner picking up his first foul as Carter will come to shoot 2 with 46 ticks remaining. First shot is good. Magnolia is perfect from the line thus far, 2 for 2 from the line. Second shot on the way by Cameron Carter. Bends down, the shot is good. Substitution now as Wilkerson comes back in. 23-13, 10-point lead now for Magnolia West. Hill gets it back to Louis. That foul is called against Cameron Carter. No, I'm sorry, not Cameron Carter, but Chris Lynch. 40 seconds remaining. Okay, another quick foul called now against Chris Lynch. 37 seconds remaining. Quickly coming in now for Magnolia West will be number 10. Do you have a number 10 in your book? I don't have a number 10 in my book for Magnolia West. That's a technical foul. Stop it. So now they've got 22 seconds. Meanwhile, there's a player Louis goes baseline, misses the shot. Rebound picked up by Mag West. There's 8 seconds now remaining. Running it down, and the shot down to Just. He misses it, and that's going to end it at the first half. Comes to the half, but there's going to be a little challenge here. We'll talk about that once we get back.
Hello, this is Mike Prince, the host of the Mike Prince Show, featured right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Just wanted to share with you that we have our app available where you can go and download it at Google Play, absolutely free. You'll never miss another show. You can catch up with old archives, and you can pass it on. It's the gift that keeps on giving. The Mike Prince Show app available at Google Play, absolutely free. Talk that makes sense. The Mike Prince Show, right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It's a new year, and that means tax season is here, and Gunderson Bookkeeping can provide you with personal income tax preparation. For more information and schedule an appointment, call Gunderson's Bookkeeping at 936-372-2661. The Jazz Bar, located in Burlington, Texas, is a great opportunity for you to have your next community event, whether it be nonprofit, funeral reception, community, charity, government, church, or individuals. The Jazz Bar has the accommodations to meet your needs. The Jazz Bar is open Thursdays through Sundays, and you can schedule your private parties Mondays through Wednesdays. The Jazz Bar, located in Burlington, Texas, dial 936-857-9566.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do have an explanation. Dawson Rogers was the player of question. He will be added into the roster and official book. So it will be a technical foul going against Magnolia West when we return from halftime break. It is 23-13. Bulldogs trailing. We'll come back with more Waller Bulldog basketball. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get ready to start this second half. There will be a technical foul. So Corbin Vine will shoot the technical foul. 23-13 is our score. Vine will get ready to shoot. The officials have come in. Vine has yet to score any points on tonight. So you have Xavier Louis, Ray Simon, Zach Kelsey, Eric Wright, and Corbin Vine, who's at the line to shoot the technical to start us off. And he makes that one count. And that is the first point for Vine. Get ready to shoot the second one. Ow! In and out. So Vine is 1 for 2. From the free throw line. 23-14 is our score. Mike Prince here with you, live from Waller High School. Bulldogs will now go from right to left. Malik Banks is now in as Vine goes out. You're ready to go here. Bounce pass over to Ray Simon. Simon gets it to Eric Wright, swings it back over to Banks. Banks gets it up top to Xavier Louis. Louis penetrates, kicks it over to Simon. Simon back up top to Wright. Wright swings it over to the corner to Louis. Bounces down to Zach Kelsey. Kelsey back out to Simon. Simon penetrates, gets it to Banks. Banks drives, tosses it up, and misses the basket, but he does get fouled. So it will bring Banks to the line. That foul will be called against DJ Wilkerson. Malik Banks will now go to the line to shoot 2. The first one is good. 7:34, third period. Bulldogs. Second shot is good. Banks 2 for 2 from the line. Coming back, a long pass, cutting across the timeline does Magnolia West. There's going to be a hand check called against Eric Wright. Wright picks up his first foul. The score at the halftime was 13-23. The inbound now is ready to come in by Magnolia West. The long pass, and Banks is going to be called with the foul off the inbound. .7:26 remaining. The inbound to Wilkerson. Wilkerson being guarded by Simon. And Simon almost got the steal. Wilkerson. There's a turnover. Carry is the call. 8th turnover of the contest. 7 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the third period. Banks gets it across the timeline, gets it over to Kelsey. Kelsey swings it up top, and a travel by Louis. That's going to be the 9th turnover. 7:06. Bulldogs trailing 23-16. Magnolia West ready to inbound. They get it across. Wilkerson swings it back up top. Coming is just stops, swings it back over. At the left elbow, the shot is no good, but grabbing the rebound was Ryan Lynch. Swings it back, and here comes a turnover. Bulldogs getting it across and slowing it down. Simon gets it over to Louis. Louis penetrates and gets the basket. Good job by Xavier Louis to get his 4th field goal or 4th point of the night. There is a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. Bulldogs trying to make a run. 23-18. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
It's a new year, and that means tax season is here, and Gunderson's Bookkeeping can provide you with personal income tax preparation. For more information, schedule an appointment. Call Gunderson's Bookkeeping at 936-372-2661.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 23-18 is our score. Bulldogs trying to make a run. Coach Claiborne called a 30-second timeout. 6:39 remaining in this third period. The inbound, and there's going to be a turnover coming right back. Careless play that time by Mag West. 10th turnover. Gave the inbound and give it right back to the guy who was still standing on the outside of the line. And the inbound now into Banks. Banks pulls it to the top of the key. Kelsey at the high post, right coming out to the left wing. Banks swings it over to Louis. Louis comes, stops, gives it the right looking, swings it back over. Banks penetrating, kicks it over to Kelsey. Kelsey stops, gets it down to Simon. Simon in the paint, turn around, no good. The rebound picked up by Mag West. Wilkerson with the rebound. Swings it back out to Carter. Carter comes across the timeline. 6 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the third period. 23-18 is the score. Another stoppage in play. The foul will be called against Xavier Louis. There's number 11, Xavier Louis, charged with the foul. Going to the line will be Wilkerson. Wilkerson, no points so far tonight, and he sinks the first free throw. Mag West, so far for the night, perfect from the free throw line. Wilkerson will get ready to shoot his second as Miss Banks nods in agreement, saying, Mike, you got that one right. They have not missed. Usually that jinxes them when we do that, and that didn't work in that case. Sinking that one, 2 points for Wilkerson, 25-18 is a score. Banks hopping as he was skipping through the woods. Gets it across the timeline. Louis swings it out to Simon. Simon back to Banks. Banks bounces it over to Louis. Back to Banks. Getting it up back to Louis. Louis now on the right wing. Penetrating, looks, stops, kicks it over to Simon. Simon back to right. Right shooting the three. That's short. Ray Simon could not get there. The rebound picked up by Lynch for Mag West. Wilkerson gets it across the timeline. being guarded by Ray Simon. Coming across, Simon knocked that ball loose, but getting it and just penetrates. He'd be fouled. Trying to see who. Eric Wright will be charged with the foul. That's foul number 2, as Just will now go to shoot 2. First shot by Just is no good. Colin Just missing. Ray Simon will be replaced by Logan Navajo. Colin Just now ready to shoot free throw number 2. Bends his knees, focuses, release, and it is good. 26-18, 8-point lead for Mag West. Banks getting it across the timeline, cutting his Eric Wright on the right left wing, brings it up to Navajo, takes it, swings it back to Louis, and back to Kelsey at the elbow. He gets it to Navajo. Navajo from the right elbow, and it's good. Good ball movement that time by Waller to make it 26-20. Penetrating now, breaking the press was Mag West. Just with some good ball movement, bounce pass and reverse layup. Good ball movement and action by Ryan Lynch to make it 28-20. Morris, Wagner, and Vine are waiting to come in at the next stoppage. Kelsey gets it back to Wright, back to Banks. Banks penetrating at the left wing, kicks it up top to Louis. Louis swings it over to the right side to Navajo. Navajo back up top to Banks. Banks crosses over, gets it back to Wright back to Louis. 4 minutes remaining. Louis now at the right elbow, tosses it up. It's no good. The rebound by Just. And here comes Mag West with a 3-on-2. And no good. The travel was called. Turnover number 11. Substitution will now come in. Banks goes out, Wright goes out, and Kelsey goes out. Vines, Wagner, and Morris in. Have to remember who it was. Coming across, Charlie Hill now ready to come back. 28-20. Bulldogs trailing. 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Had a halftime score. Lady Bulldogs are trailing 21-17 to Mag West at the half. As there's a stoppage. That foul called against DJ Wilkerson. I had that number 3 on Wilkerson, 2 on Wilkerson. Non-shooting foul. The inbound by Vine. Vine gets it in to Charlie Hill, who's returned. A bounce to Wagner. Swings it over to Navajo, and there's a travel by Navajo. 10th turnover for Waller. 11 for Magnolia West. 10 for Waller. Getting it across is Just. Bounce pass. Getting it was Lynch. He misses that. Gets his own rebound. And gets the reverse layup. Ryan Lynch with 10 points. 20-30. Bulldogs trailing. Morris bouncing it down to Charlie Hill. Charlie fadeaway. He's fouled. And Just will be called with that foul. Don't want to assume anything. That will be calling Just first foul, so it will be Charlie Hill to the line as he misses the first free throw. Second shot is good. So Charlie Hill has 6 points on the night. 30-21. Just gets it across the timeline for Mag West, who's being trapped. And they call a foul on Charlie Hill. Charlie Hill charged with his first personal. Non-shooting foul. Inbounding will be Lynch. Gets it over to Just. Just to Lynch at the top. Swings it over to Carter. Carter got it to Lynch. That's no good. Rebound by the big man, Lynch, and he gets the basket. 12 points for Lynch. Now getting it back. Navajo to Charlie Hill. Charlie Hill out to Wagner. Wagner fakes and spins around. The shot no good. And it's going to be jump ball possession in favor of the Bulldogs. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the third period. 32-21. The inbound to Charlie Hill. Hill gets it up to Wagner. Wagner over to Navajo. Navajo swings it back to Wagner. Wagner to Vine. Vine shoots the long three. It's no good. The long rebound in possession of Mag West. As McGrew gets ready to come in at the next stoppage of play. Swings it over to Lynch. Ryan Lynch swings it back over to Chris Lynch. I'm sorry, I got tangled up for a second. Now Carter working. Now is Wilkerson. Over in the corner is Carter. The bounce pass, and that's a turnover. Here comes Waller. Getting it across is Wagner. Wagner with the basket to matriculate through the defense for his first field goal of the night. 32-23. That ball's knocked out of bounds. It's another turnover. Magnolia West lost the handle of that one. So Navajo will go out. McGrew will come inside. Vines is ready to inbound. Gets it to Wagner. Wagner stops, swings it over to McGrew. McGrew stops, pops, bounces it down to Morris. Morris working in the paint, lost the handle, kicks it back out to Wagner. Wagner stops, fires, and it's good for two. 4 points for Will Wagner. 32-25. Bulldogs trailing, trying to make a run out. Just gets it across, lost it. Here comes Will Wagner on the fast break. Goes up, and he's fouled. Turnover number 14. That foul was charged against Cameron Carter. That's the first foul on Carter. Wagner will go to shoot two. 51 ticks in the third period. What do you think about that one? Wagner takes his time, eyes his target, and he gets this basket. Substitutions coming in now. Number 34, Jacobs. Number 4, Berry. And number 3, Faulkner. So we're ready to roll back into the action here. Wagner ready to shoot his second free throw. Shot is no good. The rebound by Morris, but he lost it. And there's a quick foul against Wagner. Wagner picks up foul number 2. Morris had it just for a second and lost it. 32-26. 47 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Travel called the 15th turnover against Magnolia West. So now Corbin Vine will get ready to inbound it. Gets it to Wagner. Wagner goes baseline, pulls back out. Swings it, being attacked by Wilkerson. Gets it over to Vine. Vine on the right wing. Kicks it over to Hill. Hill dribbles and lost it as timeout was called after the turnover by Waller. So we'll see if it's a 30 or a full. They're going to take a full. 32-26 is our score. Waller trailing. We'll be right back.
As you spend your money on holiday gifts, don't forget to set aside some cash for retirement as a gift to yourself. Saving a little of your monthly income for retirement can be as affordable as the average holiday gift. If retirement is near, you'll want to hop on a fast sled and start saving right away. If you're younger, begin saving now, and compound interest will help your retirement fund snowball. A great way to start figuring out how much you'll need to save for retirement is to learn how much you could expect from Social Security. You can do that in minutes with Social Security's online retirement estimator at www.socialsecurity.gov/estimator. Happy holidays from Social Security.
And welcome back. 27 seconds remaining in the third period. Waller's trailing 32-26. Waller in a 1-3-1 zone. Wilkerson gets it back across. Faulkner and Wilkerson in the backcourt for Mag West. Down to 10 seconds now. So now penetrating as Wilkerson gets it over to Faulkner for three. No good. The rebound and the basket was good by Chris Lynch to get it at the end of the third period. It is 34-26. We'll pause 60 and be right back.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dave Dixon for On the Road in Texas. A university study proves what you might already know from firsthand experience. People who drive a long way to get to work have higher blood pressure than those with shorter commutes. Trooper Sparky Dean has more on aggressive driving.
The more congested our streets and highways get, the more aggressive driving we troopers see on the road. Tailgating, passing on the right, changing lanes without signaling. These things frustrate fellow drivers and are dangerous besides. If you encounter someone who's obviously having a bad traffic day and who's not handling it well, give them plenty of space. Don't make eye contact or rude hand gestures, and don't honk your horn.
Trooper Dean reminds us that while we can't control what other people do behind the wheel, we can control our own actions. Don't let aggressive driving rub off on you. For the Texas Department of Transportation and the Texas Department of Public Safety, I'm Dave Dixon reminding you to save a life.
And welcome back as we start this fourth period. Philip Prince has checked in. He's guarding Wilkerson. Wilkerson cutting across to the right side. The foul called against David Jacobs is foul against Prince. So now they get ready to go. Corbin Vine gets it in to Prince. Prince coming across. Bulldogs going from right to left, dressed in their home whites. Prince looks, gets it over to Wagner. Wagner gets it to McGrew. McGrew shoots the three from the top of the key, no good. Wagner is called with a foul. Wow, that's foul number 3 against Wagner. Well, at least the fan can spell. They're spelling out horrible. That's actually going to be the bonus shot now, as going to the line will be Samuel Berry. Berry will go to shoot the 1-and-1 here with 7:36 of the fourth period. Shot is up. It's no good, as a foul was called again, a pushing foul against David Jacobs. So now they get ready to go. Prince quickly gets it across the timeline, gets it over to Wagner. Wagner on the right wing, comes it back out. He's working down to Zach. Zach lost the handle, kicks it back outside to Vine. Vine penetrates, throws it off the glass. The rebound picked up by Zach. Zach is going to be fouled. So the foul is against David Jacobs. He's quickly going to be pulled out as Just will come in. He's picked up 3 fouls in less than 2 minutes. 7-11. It should be the 1-and-1 bonus shot as the starters will return back in for Mag West. So Kelsey will go to the line. He has a chance to come in here. Has no points on the night. The shot is up, and it's good. (34-27) now. Rebound is no need as Kelsey sinks that one. 34-28. Bulldogs applying pressure right now. Prince with the steal and the basket. Prince with the steal and the layup. It is 34-30. Coming across now. That ball is knocked out of bounds. There's another steal. Here comes Vine. Goes up and one. And one. Vines is going to get the and one. Vines will go to the line. 30-second timeout. Bulldogs making a run. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back in 30 ticks. 34-32. Waller trying to fight right back.
Hello, this is Mike Prince, the host of the Mike Prince Show, featured right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Just wanted to share with you that we have our app available where you can go and download it at Google Play absolutely free. You'll never miss another show. You can catch up with old archives, and you can pass it on. It's the gift that keeps on giving. The Mike Prince Show app available at Google Play absolutely free. Talk that makes sense. The Mike Prince Show, right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It's a new year, and that means tax season is here, and Gunderson Bookkeeping can provide you with personal income tax preparation. For more information and schedule an appointment, call Gunderson's Bookkeeping at 936-372-2661.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bulldogs, Corbin Vine will be at the line. He'll be shooting the and one. Pressure being applied by Waller to cut this lead down to what could be one with this free throw falling in by Vine. Corbin Vine has 3 points on the night, looking for number 4. 6 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. The shot by Vines is good. 34-33. Bulldogs settle back in the defense. The 2-3. Wilkerson holding on to it. Prince and McGrew playing the guard positions. Now they come up, applying pressure. Going, swings it back to Wilkerson. Wilkerson going baseline, reverse layup, no good by Just. And a quick foul is called against Waller. Zach Kelsey not agreeing with that call. He'll pick up foul number 1 as Ryan Lynch will go to the line. Lynch has a total of 12 points tonight, and that makes it 13. 35-33 is the score. Lynch's second shot is good. 36-33, Prince bringing across the timeline. Swings it over to McGrew. McGrew back to Vine. Vine swings it back over to Wagner, back over to McGrew. McGrew takes it, penetrates, and it's going to be a foul, and they'll shoot the 1-and-1. That foul will be called against Tyler Bosky. So McGrew will come in to shoot, and he sinks the first one. Second shot. Now they're being made as little house cleaning, asking the players to tuck in their shirts and pull up those shorts. Shot is good. So McGrew sinking both of his. 36-35. Bulldogs applying a little pressure. The jumper is good from deep downtown. Masaki, I should say, hitting the three. 39-35. Swinging across now to Louis. Prince got it. Working it back up to McGrew. McGrew takes it, penetrating. He's going to be fouled or reach in against Mag West. Number 11, Tyler Waski, as McGrew will be shooting 2 now. Andy McGrew, the first shot is no good. So that was a little miscommunication. .543 remaining. So McGrew will get ready to shoot his second attempt. And it's good. 36-39. Bulldogs trailing. Coming in, trying to make some noise. Bulldogs coming across, get it. Back outside, a long lob pass over to the corner for Mag West. Coming across now to Wilkerson. Wilkerson being guarded by Prince. Thought about shooting it, going up. Oh, the block. They call jump ball and possession arrow pointed for Bulldogs. Good defense down in the paint by Kelsey. Prince comes out. Charlie Hill comes in. 5:14 remaining. Turnover number 16 for Mag West. Coming down the crunch now. Vine getting across to McGrew. McGrew stops, gets it over to Hill. Hill goes baseline, off the glass, and one. Charlie Hill attacking the cup. That's what you want to see out of Charlie. Calling 22 just. That's his second foul. Hill will come to shoot the and one and to tie it up at 5:01. The shot is good. We're tied at 39. Bulldogs ready to set up with the trap now. Coming across is Carter, being guarded by Vine. They backed out of the trap. Carter gets it over to Just. Just had it knocked out of bounds by Hill. 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the contest. All knotted at 39. The inbound is backcourt to Cameron. Cameron Carter. Carter being guarded by Corbin Vine. Just by Hill. Gets it over to Wiskoski. Wiskoski back over to Carter. Working Just on the baseline. Being guarded by Hill. Knocked away. Carter will get the save. Going back out. 4:26 remaining in the contest. Field tied at 33. Wilkerson driving to the left. Lost it for a minute. Tossed it up. The rebound. Picked up the long pass to Wagner. Wagner goes out. And the basket. The Bulldogs making the run and taking the lead for the first time tonight. 41-39. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
The Jazz Bar, located in Prairie View, Texas, is a great opportunity for you to have your next community event, whether it be nonprofit, funeral reception, community, charity, government, church, or individuals. The Jazz Bar has the accommodations to meet your needs. The Jazz Bar is open Thursdays through Sundays, and you can schedule your private parties Mondays through Wednesdays. The Jazz Bar, located in Prairie View, Texas. Dial 936-857-9566.
Will Wagner's fast break layup has given the Bulldogs the lead for the first time tonight, 41-39 with 4:12 remaining. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Claiborne as the Bulldogs will come out now. Bulldogs overall district record 2-8, and believe it or not, with a win, they still have a fighter's chance to claim the fourth spot. Back to action now. Carter coming across the timeline, dribbling to the far side of the court. Gets it up to Wilkerson. Wilkerson being guarded by Wagner. Wilkerson get it down, and it's off the hands of Just. Turnover number 17 for Mag West. 3:56. Now Waller cannot get complacent and want to slow it down. Keep attacking. McGrew gets it over to Charlie Hill. Gets it back up to Vine at the top of the key. 3 minutes and 42 seconds now remaining. To McGrew, who shoots the three. It's good. Andy McGrew from downtown. 44-39. Waller's on top. Now the bench is coming alive. Talking about D up. Carter gets it up top to Lynch. Lynch to Wilkerson. Wilkerson being guarded by Wagner. The switch off. Wilkerson thought about shooting the three, working it down low. Knocked away. McGrew with the steal. Here comes McGrew. It's knocked away from behind, but that's okay. Waller keeps the ball. Good hustle by Wiskoski to knock it out of the hand of Andy McGrew. 3:06 now remaining. Inbound to Charlie Hill. Hill pushes it back up to Wagner. Wagner swings it over to McGrew. McGrew back to Charlie Hill. Swings it back to Vine. Vine over to Wagner. Wagner penetrates, stops, kicks it back to McGrew. McGrew pulls back. 2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. Back to Wagner at the top of the key. Coach Claiborne, steady coaching, telling them how to do. And Vine's being guarded by Just. Dribble over. McGrew helps him out. McGrew shakes his defender, penetrates, kicks it back out, and pulls it back to Hill. Hill will pull back out. Spreading out now is going as Hill still ain't looking, dribbling. It's finally going to be foul. The foul called against DJ Wilkerson. That's foul number 3. That will bring Charlie Hill to the line to shoot 2. Hill is 1 for 2 from the line on tonight. His first free throw is good. So coming in now will be Faulkner and Chris Lynch. Ryan Lynch goes out along with Wiskoski. 45-39 now. Charlie Hill's second shot is good. 46-39. Waller on top. Waller in the man coverage. Carter being guarded by Vine. Setting it up. There's another turnover. Here comes Charlie Hill. Charlie with the layup. They called a travel. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Nobody around, and Charlie skipped to the Lou, my darling. Penetrating is Wilkerson. Will Wagner knocks it away, saves it. Back to Faulkner. Faulkner gets it over the 3. No good by Carter. Wagner with the rebound. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. The pressure coming. Timeout taken by Coach Claiborne. Take a 30-second timeout. The Bulldogs trying to hold on. 1:45 left. 46-39. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
The Jazz Bar, located in Prairie View, Texas, is a great opportunity for you to have your next community event, whether it be nonprofit, funeral reception, community, charity, government, church, or individuals. The Jazz Bar has the accommodations to meet your needs. The Jazz Bar is open Thursdays through Sundays, and you can schedule your private parties Mondays through Wednesdays. The Jazz Bar, located in Prairie View, Texas, dial 936-857-9566.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 46-39, Bulldogs on top, 1:45 remaining. Bulldogs will have possession. Timeout taken by Coach Claiborne, suggesting to the Bulldogs that they finish this thing. The inbound into Charlie Hill. Charlie breaks through the defense, gets it to Wagner. Wagner bounced it over to McGrew, and that ball was knocked out, stolen back to Zach Kelsey, and the basket. Kelsey coming through. He'll get the basket. Foul against Wilkerson. That's number 4. Kelsey with the basket and the N1. This could be a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs with 1:35 left. Final score, Lady Bulldogs falling short to Mag West by the score of 55-43. So Zach Kelsey's first shot, and the N1 is good. Kelsey will be replaced by Malik Banks. 49-39, 1:35 remaining. On the floor, Banks, McGrew, Wagner, Vines, and Hill. So now, little disciplinary taken against one of Mag West ball players. As now it is 49-39. 1:30 remaining. Getting it across is Faulkner. Faulkner penetrates, goes, kicks it back out. That ball almost tipped, but saved by Wilkerson. Wilkerson penetrates through, shoots it, no good. Strong rebound by Hill. Hill bounces it out to Corbin Vine, trying to get it across. Look up, Corbin, you got help. Gets it back across to Wagner. Wagner, 1:10 now remaining. Swings it over to Vine. And now Mag West is in a position where they're going to have to foul. Wagner with the save. And a jump ball possession is called. It'll be possession for Mag West. 60 seconds remaining in the contest. Mag West getting the ball across. Getting it across to Faulkner. Faulkner penetrates, and he's fouled, and the basket will count. The basket will fall. So they're going to say Faulkner will get the basket. The foul will be against Banks. So the shot by Faulkner is good. Gets it across, and there's a foul against Faulkner, knocking down Wagner with 48 seconds remaining. Waller trying to hold on. Foul was against Faulkner. Wagner will go to shoot the double bonus. Wagner's 1 for 2 from the line on tonight. Shot is good. 50-42. Ball on top. The second shot by Wagner is good. Wagner with 9 points on the night. Wilkerson gets it across the timeline. Looking to Wilkerson, going to the far side, gets it back over at the top. Faulkner swings it over to Chris Lynch. He shot that too strong. The rebound was picked up by McGrew. McGrew was quickly fouled. The foul against 10, Mr. Rogers, Mr. Rogers, Dawson Rogers. We had to add him. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. 30 seconds remaining. Andy McGrew will go to shoot 2. Waller trying to close this out. McGrew sinks the shot. The second shot was good. The jumper is no good. The rebound by Wagner, and he's fouled. Wagner was knocked down by Mr. Rogers again. That's 3 fouls on Rogers. So actually they're going to say that was Banks that was being fouled. And Banks sinks his third free throw. The lefty Banks ready to go, bends his knees. Oh, that one's no good. 54-42. Wilkerson gets it across the timeline, penetrates through, kicks it out. The jumper for 3, no good by Faulkner. Toss it up, goes up, and Waskoski gets the basket. And that is going to do it. Waller wins 54-44 to take this one. The Bulldogs holding on. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with a post-game action.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the official voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more live coverage. You can keep up with us on Twitter at OBN_radio. You can follow us on iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio.com, hit the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to follow us on Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can also send us an email at ombnetwork@gmail.com. And don't forget, you can always follow us at our website at KTORradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bulldogs holding on tonight to win 54-44. And they did it all with teamwork and effort. A total of 19 turnovers for Mag West, 14 turnovers for Waller. The Bulldogs improved to 3-8. Great night, good team effort all the way around. I think I might even feed my son tonight. Mike Prince with the Open Mic Broadcast Network saying thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Waller yet again victorious, 54-44. Thank you for joining. God bless and good night.